to yourself. 30 pages of rhymes in this motherfucker.
Yo, son, get my face, son. Get on my face, son.
What I'm up to, nobody cares, so my response is fuck you. Black Apple patron in the city, all black, those my hues like Langston. I don't know what you thinking. So Kendrick wanna play this game? Cool, I got you. Game point and I spot you, shoot over you, then I watch you look over to see the ball go through the net when I washed you. You knew who to name in that song and who not to. From the bottomless pit, out comes a pit. Treating Kenny like Bane after he blew Gotham to bits. Gotta be Mick, got the slicko. This is what you wanted, nigga.
What's up, dude? How you doing? Right?
What's up, man? How you feeling?
Man, this is, I think the most important thing you have to realize about Mickey is I haven't known him for too long, but like we connected instantly as far as like, I consider myself a battle rap encyclopedia or almanac, you know what I mean? And Mickey is like right there, you know what I mean? He might know more than me, but like definitely when it came time for me to do my top 100 list and everything like that, Mickey was like very insightful on everything battle rap that I didn't know, and I got a wealth of knowledge for him. So definitely respect on that front.
For sure.
First thing we want to get into is, you know, people see you at all the battles. You know what I mean? People hear your name get brought up in URL battles all the time. Why is Mickey Factz so relevant on the battle scene right now?
Well, you know, for me personally, like, I'm a fan, just like everybody else is a fan, you know what I'm saying? And when Smack started to come back with his events, I would go to them. I would probably be the only kind of celebrity that would go. So he would come, he would be like, yo, Mick, come flip the coin, yo, Mick, you know, come co-host it with me, you know, get it on some sites, da, da, da. So I would do that. And then, you know, after a while, we just, you know, gained a relationship, whereas I would help them, I would do some consulting here and there, whatever. And then I would just still go as a fan. I would help book certain battles, and next thing you know, I'm always on stage, you know what I'm saying? And me being a rapper, when things happen, cats put my name in certain shit for whatever reason, and you know, it's part of battle rap. I don't get mad, I don't take offense to it, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. So as far as, and this is one thing I like to say all the time, is like, if you're gonna judge a battle rapper and you want people to respect your opinion, you better have been in a battle before.
Right.
And I figured Mickey had battled before because, you know, he's quite the lyricist, so I know he could hang at some degree, but it wasn't until he started sending me a couple of his own battles. He sent me some YouTube links and stuff like that, and I was like, damn, Mickey could really battle in this day and age. Let's talk about some of the battles that you had in the past.
Well, the one I have on YouTube is with a guy named CR, and he was from Yonkers. And for whatever reason, they came down to New York, into the Bronx, and I was going to the park that was around where I stay. And I was just going to watch. At that time, I was, you know, just now transitioning into Mickey Factz. So I didn't really want to battle, but I knew that if I had did that battle, it would get online, it would give me more exposure. So I did the battle, you know what I'm saying?
You don't know the asking price for a Jag and white, so I suggest you go ahead and hail a cab, alright? Shit, if we all this hammer tight, we watch all these dickheads turn pussy like hermaphrodites. I get cheddar cause I rap on mics, big spender, plus I flip letters like Van the White. We won't give you the chance to fight, we'll jump you, you see more fists than a Black Panther strike. When
The interesting story about CR, John and Don knew CR, and apparently CR was like the top dog in Yonkers at that time, and John looked up to him. So I killed him, like I just buried him for whatever reason, and John said that, you know, he kind of was like, damn, who is this guy who just killed somebody who I looked up to, whatever.
Oh, he was there?
Nah, John wasn't there, but he had told me about it, you know what I'm saying, when we started to get cool, whatever. Another battle that I had was with Gutter Keys Entertainment. Back in the days in like 2002, 2003, that's how guys got their deals. They would just put them in rooms and have them battle. So Gutter Keys Entertainment was a entertainment label that was Dame Grease and Mary J. Blige. They kind of connected and did it together. And my aunt used to do Mary J. Blige's hair, so she was like, yo, I'm gonna bring you down to audition. So I figured I was gonna be performing. So I get down there, and it's like 8 of us. And they put us all in a circle, and they tell all of us to rap. So we all rap. Mind you, Math Hoffa's at this audition as well. So it's 8 of us, and we're all here, and we all rap. So everybody raps. You know, everybody goes da 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 da. Now, Math Hoffa may have a different story from what I have, but I could tell who was nice and who wasn't nice. I heard Math and I said, okay, he's nice, so I'm not gonna go at him unless I have to. So I don't know if he went first or I went first, but everybody told somebody from the employees of Gut Entertainment, somebody said, yo, start going at each other. Nobody wanted to go at each other. Now again, I don't know if it was me or Math, but one of us went first and we went around battling everybody in a circle, freestyle. When I got to Math, dapped him up. If he went first or second, he did the same thing. And he came to me, dapped me up. And we had their managers like, what the hell? And nobody still wanted to respond. That's how me and Math got cool. I met Mook in Cyphers. I met Rex just in Harlem running around. Fred the Godson, Charlie Clips. You know what I'm saying? I battled a lot. I battled Shells on 42nd Street. You know what I'm saying?
So how was that? Because Shells was like, I know Shells and Jen, there was like them dudes back at that time, right? Or was that a little before?
Well, Shells in New York City, 42nd Street was like the place to be to kind of get your name up. And if it wasn't in Harlem, it was on 42nd Street, because Harlem is very small, so you can just walk down a block and run into Rex, and then 5 blocks later run into Lux, and then 5 blocks later run into Mook, you know what I'm saying? And get your battle like that. 42nd Street, which is like the capital of the world, at that time they had just got rid of all of the porno stuff and stuff, and Disney brought it out, so they put like a big skate key and it's a big arcade thing, and we would go there, rappers would go down there Friday nights and Saturday nights and be battling all night, like all night long. Mills went down there, Rex, me, Mook, Shells. So it would, like, you would battle 5 or 6 people in one night and wouldn't really even know what was going on. So one night I ran into Shells. Shells was like 6'3", 6'4". I'm just like, at that time he had a name, but he didn't really have a name. So we went at it for like 10, 15 rounds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And of course, whoever was the last one to rap was the last one to win. You know what I'm saying?
So is that how it was back in the day? If 2 cats was nice, it was just
right.
Whoever
had more bars, whoever had more raps memorized.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whoever had the longer raps. So somebody like, for instance, Fred the Godson and Charlie Clips battle, and Clips had 16 bar verses, whereas Fred had 64 bar verses. So when they battled, they had like 3 or 4 rounds. Fred smoked them, like, and it was nothing that Charlie could do. You know what I'm saying? Even if you would probably watch it back now, you would be like, why didn't Clips just keep rapping? Because Clips didn't really know at that time. You know what I'm saying? So it's things like that would happen all the time.
So this is, I'm guessing this is pre-Fight Club, right?
Yeah, this is pre-Fight.
So what was the thing about New York City that had people putting their verses against each other? Because before then it wasn't really like directed battles. It was like, who got the hotter verses and we're gonna spit them at each other.
Right.
Like what was the thing that like set that off? Like why did that start?
You know, just people, instead of fighting in Harlem, instead of fighting in the Bronx or whatever, what people like to do was put money up and brag about your man either beating his man in basketball or his man beating your man in rap. Those are the only 2 things that we had, was ball and rapping. If you couldn't beat me in ball, well, I'm gonna beat you in rapping, or I'm gonna have my man beat you in rapping, or I'm gonna have my man beat you in ball. It was one of the 2. Yeah. So like, that's just how we grew up. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what happened when I battled Drag. I battled Drag on in school, and he had just, he was still in, this was like 1996, 1997. So like, he was like a senior, I was like a freshman, and you know, Drag, he had a million rap stash, like he could go forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So he killed me, you know what I'm saying? But it was off of an argument being that, oh, my man is nice, he'll kill your man.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't know their man was dragged on, you know what I'm saying? And I got killed, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how a lot of the battles kind of happen, you know what I'm saying?
So another thing I want to bring up about Mickey is, see, the thing about me is I used to watch a lot of battles. Like sometimes I still do. I'll watch a battle 9, 10, 11, 12 times. I'll watch it. I remember I was in college, I was watching a smack battle. My roommate coming, yo, watch this. Shorty I'm fucking with coming, yo, watch this.
Right.
I'm having my mom's like, yo, get that shit. I don't care about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm having everybody watch the battles. So I started realizing like, damn, this dude is in the back of the battle.
Right.
This dude. So you know, when like grind time started, I had to reach out to people. I was getting at people on MySpace like, yo son, I know you know fam, I see you in the back of the battle, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the funniest thing is, you know, we all seen Mook versus Serious Jones 900 times. So I'm watching Mook and Serious and I'm like, yo, who is this nigga with the glasses and like, you know what I'm saying?
Headphones.
Before we had, was it one of them pre-Bluetooth headphones with the speaker on it? I'm like, yo, who is this nigga? You know what I'm saying? And then I must have been watching it like maybe a year and a half ago and I'm like, yo, that's Mickey, son. You know what I'm saying? He was giving the best reactions in the front and everything. So I bring that story up to really ask you, like, what was the illest battle that you've been to live?
Illest battle I've ever been to live that we've seen?
Nah, yeah, it doesn't have to be something we saw.
Damn, man, that's hard. I've seen a lot of battles, man. I've seen a lot of battles. I would honestly have to say Mook and Lux was crazy live. They went 15 rounds.
Oh, so it was true, because I did an interview with Mook a long time ago, and his whole thing was like, you know, like Lux might have won the first however many rounds, you know what I mean? But Smack had the whole thing wouldn't fit on the DVD.
Right.
So Smack had to cut it short.
The whole thing didn't fit on the DVD. Smack camera ran out. Other people were taping. We had to get out the store. They started battling outside of the store. They went about 15 rounds.
It was longer than Arsenal and Conceded?
Yes. They went for about 2 hours. They just didn't stop. It was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That was a really good one. Uncasa and Rex the first time was crazy. They battled not too far from here.
They battled twice?
Yeah. What y'all seeing on camera is the rematch. So
how the first one go?
Oh, it's Rex's body on his block, right down the block, 146.
So the second one's probably a better look for us.
Right. Rex and Miles, they went 5 rounds. Nims, I don't know if you remember Nims. Nims used to be
FYL.
yeah. Nims used to be one of those guys who did freestyle, who did battle competitions with Jin and Iron Solomon back at Wetlands and stuff. So Nims had battled Nemesis for the name at Fight Club. And it was the first time that anybody ever walked around the pool table.
It's crazy thing about Nemesis. I always wanted to see him battle in this day and age, because he had like one of the craziest lines I ever heard when he said, "My trunk is Red Lobster. I only go there for the biscuits." I think what did he say that against? Was it Miles?
He said it against X Factor.
X Factor, yeah.
My niggas get it. So when I see food, my trunk is Red Lobster. I only go there to get the biscuits. And when I'm after you, call cops 5-0. They always asking 21 questions about the massacre. Cool as an AC. Sometimes I gotta spaz and curse out. I'm lazy cause I passed the workout. And yeah, I get the cash and green.
Yeah, you know, Nemesis was really good, man. Like, he battled Ghetto Ghost.
You got a house in the Hamptons in the V12? You don't gotta go to the beach for you to see shells. I eat well but seem frail to the naked eye. Last nigga fronted said he was 7, 8 to 9.
That was a crazy battle too.
That was crazy. He battled X Factor. They didn't put a lot of the, you know, he choked against X Factor in that third round. Yeah. A lot of stuff, you know, Smack saved a lot of people. Smack, you my man, but you saved a lot of people, man. You saved Iron Solomon. No, you saved Math. Because Iron Solomon, they called time on Iron Solomon in that first round. And like 2 minutes in or 3 minutes in, and Math's first verse just kept going. You know what I'm saying? You know, nothing against that, but you know, it happens. Another Math and Dose was 2 rounds. the first round is when Math said I was supposed to battle T-Rex, but he was scared. And then Math went into little bitch, and they booed Math.
Wow.
And then Dose went, and Dose round was crazy. I remember this because now they battled the same day as Jones and Mook.
Oh, for real?
That was the same day. That was the very same day. That's why we went to the barbershop. Mook and Jones were supposed to battle in that gymnasium. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I had already known, like nobody knew who Math was, but I knew Math because we had already met when we did the battle shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Math kind of did Dose dirty that day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, that was a 2-round battle. You know, there's tons of battles. I could go on and on and on and on and on and on. You know what I'm saying?
So, when I know you had your music popping and stuff like that, but when they started to put people on camera, because I remember old Smack battles. Cats might not remember this. Remember Nova from 106?
Nova versus Nova.
Yeah, and he came out, and that battle was kind of trash.
Right.
But at the same time, like, you know what I mean? Like, it seemed like people were coming out the woodwork to get on camera. How come you wasn't trying to jump in front of the cameras on one of these DVDs? Because I remember they had like Cocaine City, Headliners, Smack, like.
Well, I was working at the time, so people wanted to get paid to get on Smack. People wanted to get paid to get on Cocaine City. You know, people wanted to get paid to get on K-Slate, and I had a name, but it wasn't that big of a name. So like, I never got my shot in that era. So that's why I changed my name, and I just like, you know what, I'm gonna bury this part of me, Renegade, and I'm gonna turn into Mickey Factz. So when I started to bubble as Mickey Factz, a lot of the people that I grew up with in the battle scene, it was like, yo, that's Renegade, like that ain't Mickey Factz. And you know, I had to kind of try to tell them to chill, and I let a lot of people know because I didn't really want my past to come back while I was doing my thing. But then after a while, I just started to accept it, like, you know what, this is what I'm from, these are my roots. So I just was like, you know what, it is what it is. But I always wanted to be on Smack. Like, that was something that I always wanted to go down. I wanted to battle everybody. I felt like I was, like any rapper, I felt like I was better than this person, I was better than that person. The only DVDs that I did was, I did Mass Cyphers, you know what I'm saying? I did Street Spitters, and that was really it. Like, you know, they was charging guys back. They was charging $2,000, $3,000 to get on these DVDs just to rap.
That's crazy.
And I didn't feel like it was worth it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't want to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have the money to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
So, real quick, talking about your music career, is because I really heard of you when the XXL Freshman came out. So talk a little bit about from the time like you was trying to get on Smack to you had just changed your name to the time you get on, like really how did that happen, and you know, like how was that transition for you?
Well, in 2006 was when I turned into Mickey Factz, and if anybody listens to any of my early mixtapes, In Search of the Nerd, Flashback, I had battle lyrics on these CDs. Like I would say, if you want to battle me, da 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 da. Like I was still stuck in that mind frame. Like I couldn't get out of it. Even though I was rapping over eclectic music, I still had that kind of style. Then I rapped over Heaven's Fallout. I did Heaven's Fallout, which was like even more eclectic. It was right before Graduation came out, and I was sampling Daft Punk and Telepop music and Justice and, you know, the Geico commercial. I rapped over that, and it took notice. And then I was just putting out music at a rapid rate. And then XXL reached out to me. You know, actually XXL was the last magazine to reach out to me. You know, Fada. I was in Fada. I was in Spin. I was in Blender. I was in Rolling Stone. I was in Billboard. The Source. Like,
really, you were one of the first rappers that I heard of that was really stylistically and actually like music-wise was kind of crossing genres, but still keeping it hip-hop at the same time.
I mean, I was trying to, you know, and then
everyone tries to do it now, but it's crazy because you was kind of looked at as like, oh, dude is kind of weird, or I don't get dude. But I'm sure people who was into the rock, who was into the overseas stuff like that, was like, yo, he's probably one of the hottest hip-hop dudes I ever heard.
Because, I mean, I was definitely ahead of my time with some of the stuff that I was doing. And, you know, that somebody once told me, sometimes it's not good to be the first person to do something. You You gotta sometimes let somebody else do it and then you follow after them and catch that wave. I was definitely the prototype for a lot of stuff, you know, just the things that I sampled, you know, meeting Kanye and, you know, freestyling on the radio with Corey Guns and, you know, at that time, like a lot of rappers were reading off their phones. You know what I'm saying? A lot of rappers were spitting writtens. I would go up to radio stations and be up there for 20 minutes just rapping, like whatever. You bring somebody up here, they get chewed with me. Like that's just kind of was the mentality that I had. And I was very cocky because I felt like none of these dudes, I was from that era in hip hop, in battling, where you had to have the most raps. That's just how I was. And I felt like, I don't care who it is. Like, I'm gonna out-rap you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to this day, Corey Guns, which is like my brother, he's like, there's only two people that's ever made me scared in ciphers, and that's Graf and Mickey Factz, because I'm not gonna stop.
I first met Mickey. I had just moved to Houston. I just started getting connected in the scene, and Big Sean did a show. So I'm like, okay, let me go to Big Sean's show. So I'm tweeting, I'm going to Big Sean's show in Houston. Question Cody hits me up, and he's like, yo, he tweets Mickey, yo, my boy Mickey's performing too. Yo, da-da-da-da-da, say what up, boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, oh, that's dope, get to meet Mickey Factz, whatever. So I had somehow finagled my way back to the VIP. And I had just assumed, you know what I'm saying? I see Mickey sitting in the corner, and I ain't saying, I'm not trying to bum rush the niggas. I'm like, fuck it. Only certain type of people in VIP.
Right.
I see Mickey, and I'm like, yo, what's up, son? You know what I mean? Direct, boom, boom, question code. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, because you was watching the battle raps at that point. So it was kind of like a mutual, oh, what up? So I'm like, yo, something, yeah, so you from Detroit, right? And this nigga kind of look at me like, nigga, what? Detroit? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I just said assumed that because Quest, you know what I mean, the way he was speaking, and I was just kind of like, oh, I got on a bad start with this nigga, and I kind of kept it moving. Right. But it's funny that you became such a staple in the battle rap scene, and we kind of connected later on. But Mickey did a top whatever battle list for Double XL, and you know it's buzzing. Everybody's talking about, oh, Mickey Factz did it. Mickey Factz watches battle raps, because he wasn't in every new video at that time. Right. So I kind of seen, you know, me, like I'm not that vocal on Twitter. I don't really be arguing with people. Right. And I'm like, yo, Mickey Factz is something is misinformed. Because I'm thinking they just got a random dude, because I didn't know his history at the time. Right. So he tweeted me like, yo, like something, you want to talk about it, like it is what it is, boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, oh, so he challenging me right now. You know what I mean? And that shit kind of ended in like me and him speaking on the phone eventually. So Vlad had did a top 100 battle list. I love you, Vlad. I watch your channel all the time. This shit was hot, ass trash, garbage, garbanzo. You know what I'm saying? And it was upsetting people. And I was like, yo, I would never attempt to do a top 100 list. Now I feel like, damn, I have to. Because people is thinking that Arsenal and Shotty Horror is the number 8 battle of all time and shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, people were up in arms about it. You know what I'm saying? I had been very vocal about it. And someone had tweeted, yo, shout out to Miss Gracie. You know what I mean? Miss Gracie, Direct, and Mickey Factz got to redo that list. Right. So, you know, I reached out to Mickey, and it was kind of like I was going to do my joint on Rap Grid, and he was thinking about helping Vlad. So we just had a long talk about, you know, what we felt like were the top 100 battles of all time and what their places should be. Right. And I realized his background was smack heavy, and my background was heavy in scribble jams, jump offs, and obviously grind times. So it was just a real interesting conversation. My biggest thing, and this was so funny, is that I put Holla on Password as #1. And it wasn't because I was from grind time, but I just honestly believe that, like, just in hip hop in general, you have, people get the benefit of the doubt because the shit was old. You know what I'm saying? And so I was about to put Mills and Mook #1. And I just watching it, and I'm like, the lines ain't as hot as Holla on Password. Like, I honestly believed that, and I was like, you know what? I think people anticipate that I could put this at #1, so let me fuck up the game and put that one #1. And it's funny, I think you was one of the people that told me, don't do it.
Yeah,
don't do it.
Definitely was.
Don't do it. So I just want to know, like, when you get to, like, I'm not gonna ask the whole 10, but top 5, like, how would you do it?
Oh, well, for me, I wanted to do the list, and I still want to do my list, but I want to create a book for mine. I feel like doing a big list like that takes a lot of work, and I feel like with battle rap, just like how you're doing this interview with me, you know, I feel like battle rap needs its own subculture and it needs things to grasp onto to kind of make it, you know, make it real, you know what I'm saying, and take it out of the subterranean place where it is, you know what I'm saying. So I feel like I wanted to create a book. Now, what I commend you with is the fact that you numbered yours 100 to 1. That is extremely commendable. I can't personally do that. I will not do that.
You know what's funny? I don't even think I got it right. Like, I looking back at it now, I'm like, oh, I missed this one. I shouldn't have did it about. It's like, fuck it. You just gotta pull the trigger sometimes.
Right. I can't do that. But for me, I think the top 5 battles of all time would have to be Jones and Mook, Mills and Mook, Lux and Calico, Averb and Hitman, and then 5. I gotta think about what 5 would be, but I don't know what 5 would be right now. Because I have it all, I haven't looked at my book in a while, but I have it numbered. I just haven't looked at it in a long time.
This is another thing I wanted to talk to you about, because this shit makes me so mad. Me and Gaddis talk about this all the time. Is that everybody got this bars over everything shit going on.
Right.
And me, like, I love punchlines. Like, I'm a punchline dude. And you being like a creative artist, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could see you in a battle conceptually bringing something crazy or having like a crazy scheme or something like that that no one did before.
Right.
And my whole thing is like, this bars over everything shit upsets me because there's people who literally rule out performance and go strictly bars. And this is not a shot at all. I love Chilla Jones. He's from my city. And Chilla, that's his MO. So people like Charlie and Chilla, they get away with that. But you have people mimicking that style, and it's kind of like, you know what I mean? That's what Chilla does. You're not going to be as good as him, but you have no performance. You don't do nothing creative in the battle. So how do you feel about kind of where battle rap has taken off? Because when you had Grind Time and Smack running at the same time, there was so many different styles that someone could grasp onto. Now it's kind of like the cool kids group of people who do bars and schemes and stuff like that. Like, how you feel about that?
I mean, I feel like everybody's copying whatever's hot. When Candid did Slow It Down, everybody wanted to do Slow It Down.
That shit good.
You know, now what I'm starting to see now is schemes. Like, people love schemes. And now people are taking schemes and just going crazy with it, you know what I'm saying? Along with bars or whatever. When people ask me who's my favorite battle rapper, and I don't say who my favorite battle rapper is to piss people off, I say it because I feel like this is the most complete battle rapper out. And I feel the #1 battle rapper out all around is Hitman Holla. Because he brings a decent amount of bars. He's creative with the remix. He has tons of quotables. His performance is top notch. His aggression is great. He will give you classic material. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a punchline guy. I love punchlines just like you know what I'm saying? But I feel like when people say punchlines over everything, bars over everything, it's not that bars are over everything. You can't just win a battle with punchlines. Because at that point, then, you know what I'm saying, you could just have random punches battling anybody, you know what I'm saying? B-Magic is one of my favorite punches, you know what I'm saying? But when people say he can beat Khan, you got to take into account that Khan personalizes his punches. So whereas Magic is going to have some great material, and he might even edge Khan, you can't rule out the fact that Candid is going to have crafted punches just for Magic. Whereas when Magic goes, his stuff can potentially go to anybody unless he's name flipping. You know what I'm saying? And then when you think about somebody like Candid versus Hitman, you got a person that's just punching. And of course, you know, Khan has a little bit of a performance. Yeah. But you got somebody like Hitman who's encompassing everything. Like, he's just doing everything. It's kind of difficult to judge a battle like that. You know, when I was going to battle Big T, just like you said, I was very creative in the way I attacked him. I was weaving in and out of different styles of battle rap and rap, period. You know, I would do a little bit of Young Ill here, then I would do a little bit of Hitman Holla performance here, and then, you know, in my second round, I tried to recreate what happened when he was in that car, respectfully, you know, because that's my man, but I wanted to make it as lyrical as possible and as funny as possible. And then, on top of that, I wanted to eat while he was rapping. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like, you know, when he's going, I'm rapping. I mean, he's rapping, I'm eating, and I'm offering him food, trying to make him choke. You know what I'm saying? It's a battle. You know what I'm saying? Everything is all fair, love, and war.
So why didn't that battle go down? Because I knew it was supposed to be on like a Summer Madness. You know, it's supposed to be at like some South by Southwest. Like, what happened with that?
Initially, I told Chico in like June, right after T battle clips, that I was entertaining battling either X Factor or Big T. And you know, I don't think they took me in serious, and I don't think they approached Big T about it. So, or X Factor, so they just kind of put it to the side. And then I just started to egg Big T on, like, yo, I want to really battle you. What's up? And you know, he accepted, and they wanted to put it on a South by Southwest card. South by Southwest is a free festival, so there was no way to kind of pay me. You know what I'm saying? So the battle fell through, and I told him, I was like, if it's not going down on Summer Madness 3, I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because the buzz for it is dead. We already had built it up. The fans wanted to see it. I was like, I don't want to battle Big T after that. So I just started to release the rounds, and now that the rounds are out, you know, people are saying that I would kill him. You know what I'm saying? You know, my scheme for the third round was going to be, me eating wasn't just to disrespect him and eat in front of his face. It was to show that after everybody, well, with the exception of K Shine now and Deacon Frost, after everybody Big T battles, they wind up eating. You know what I'm saying? DNA wound up doing a battle with Drake and getting, you know what I'm saying, 2 million views. Sue Surf is with Joe Budden. You know what I'm saying? Howard the Don is like the biggest battle rapper out. You know what I'm saying? Clips gets Sirius Jones. What do you get, T? You get K Shine. You not eating. Yeah. So your opponent eats after you eat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I wanted to do that, but it didn't go down, and I'm kind of sad that it didn't go down. But you know, Beasley offered me somebody, you know, and as soon as I get paid, you know, somebody has to die.
Nah, well, you know, I gotta say it, but I want to see you battle. If they can't do it, I'll add me. I'm like something happen. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, you know, I really want. I think I want to just kill somebody at least once. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the fans, they hassle me for critiquing these battlers so much, and they're like, "Why are you critiquing them? Why don't you get in the ring?" I'm like, I want to get in the ring, but you know, nobody's taking the battles, or the purse isn't enough, or you know, even if I cut it, I'm not asking for 20. I'm not asking for 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking for lower than that, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, I don't know if the leagues are not willing to pay me, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But I feel like my work ethic shows it, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get paid for Big T battle, and I had 2 rounds ready. I had to memorize. I performed one on my last interview, and I did it on Battle Rap Arena. And the fans are like, yo, you would have killed one of the best lyricists in URL. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, anybody who listens to rap should know what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty apparent that I don't play. You know what I'm saying?
So I think that brings us close to the end. You got any closing words?
Be a fan of the sport. Don't be a fan of the battles. You know, when you are a fan of the sport, you now have an unbiased mind and an unbiased view of how to judge battles, of how to critique a battle, of how to realize and recognize when somebody is slacking, recognize when somebody is bar flipping, recognize when somebody is recycling. You know, don't try to cover up a stumble for a choke or a choke for a stumble. You kind of know what everything encompasses. I am extremely unbiased when it comes to battle rap. If one of my favorite battle rappers or friends loses, I tell them to their face, you lost, this is why you lost, and then after telling them, I will tell my fans and the fans of battle rap why this person lost. Anything that I can say in a public forum, I will say to somebody's face. And all of these battlers know this, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like the fans have to have more responsibility with this, because if they don't take the responsibility into telling these artists, I'm not gonna call them battle rappers, you don't tell these artists that they're slacking, they will continue to slack, raise their prices, and take away from the integrity of what battle rap is. Because at the end of the day, as much as we love it now, it is in a deteriorating form, you know what I'm saying? Because people are just taking advantage of what has been created from the start of it, you know what I'm saying? I've been involved with battle rap since freshman year of high school, you know what I'm saying? So I've seen the different changes in battle rap, and I've seen it come, I've seen it go, I've seen it be on television stations, I've seen this one come, I've seen this one go, I've seen it die, I've seen it be revived, I've seen legends come, I've seen legends fall, and it's a reoccurring cycle, you know what I'm saying? And what continues to keep battle rap alive is the fans loving the culture and not a particular battle. So that's the last words I want to leave with the fans. Be as unbiased as you possibly can be, because by doing that, you are not only assisting your quote-unquote favorite battle rapper, but you're helping continue the culture to grow for those that are coming into it. Because, you know, battle rap is continuously growing. So we want to continue to grow our culture and make it as big as possible, you know what I'm saying? So everybody can enjoy it, but still keep the integrity intact.
Nice words, good brother.
For sure, man.
It's a Rap Grid one-on-one, direct, Mickey Factz. Go to rapgrid.com, check out our Behind the Battles documentaries and the whole library. See you next time.
Peace.